Hey everybody, Dr. Matt here, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about our new program on anxiety. We call it Anxious and Engaged, Minimizing Worry and Maximizing Life. And I'm telling you, it's probably one of my favorite things I've done. And before I get into all the other details about what's in it and what's in the program, I wanted to let you know how I came to this place. So I've always been a little, I guess, anxious. Maybe not anxious. I never felt like anxiety was my issue, but worry. I worried about a lot of crazy stuff. And I kind of grew up in this weird space where I would notice that I noticed a lot of stuff going on. And I noticed things and I worried about things that didn't even need to be worried about. And I saw it in myself and I'm like, am I crazy here? And sometimes I'd get so frustrated and worried about things that I'd get upset, I'd get angry. It would impact my personal life and my relationships. So as a relationship coach, I started wondering, holy cow, this has got to be fixed. There's got to be some way to handle this. I then started seeing clients, and the clients would bring in similar situations as I had, similar worries that they would have, similar fears, anxieties, things that would really weigh them down. And I realized it started to cause them to either fight with each other or tend to run away from each other, and I had to find some way to handle it. So over my years of coaching couples, I realized one of the biggest fixes we had to fix and handle and deal with was our own personal lives, our own ability to not worry as much and to relax and actually, even if you have a little anxiety, to still stay engaged. And that's why we call the program Anxious and Engaged. And I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite things we've done because I see it change people's lives. I see it really make a difference, and I know it'll make a difference for you. Throughout the entire program, I take everything I've done as a relationship coach, as a leadership consultant, as a corporate consultant. I've gone into corporations all over the country, all over the world, in fact, and we've worked with people and taught them how to handle their emotions. And once you start to understand the power of your emotions, how to manage your worries, how to manage your life, and maximize your life, you'll be amazed what you can do with relationships, what you can do with your professional life, what you can do on teams. It's really still about the personal focus if we want to have interpersonal and managerial effectiveness, isn't it? So that's why we created the program. And in the program, lots of skills, dozens of tools and information. One of my favorite parts of it is this new concept that a lot of people haven't heard about that I call high sensitivity. It's after the research of Elaine Aron, a wonderful PhD who's been studying the fact that a lot of us, about 20% of all the human race, and in fact all of the animal kingdom, are more highly sensitive to information and data. And this information tends to overwhelm us. We get about 4 times more data than everyone else, and yet we all still have the same processor size as every other person in the world. So I realized that if I'm a highly sensitive person and I'm picking up a lot of data, one of the natural outcomes is anxiety. So in my program, we're going to be testing you to find out if you have this high sensitivity. We're also going to help you start to understand a little bit better your own code of calmness, we call it. We're going to help you create your own pattern, your own code, your own formula or recipe for how you create your calmness, how you need to identify what really makes you a little more worried than others, maybe that sets you off a little bit more, and we're going to help you find the code and actually crack the code. We teach you in the program how to reframe your biggest issues and take the big stuff and turn it into kind of smaller stuff and manage that. We're going to show you how you can use passion and vision and direction to start to manage it. We're going to teach you how to breathe, for crying out loud, so that you can start to manage some of your emotion by simply making sure your body is engaged and oxygenating appropriately. We're going to teach you some really cool stuff about focusing where you have influence instead of just everywhere you have a concern out there. So many tools, so much stuff, and my favorite part about it, in the program, it's a never-ending access. You get access to this program forever. And what I love about it is it's 4 hours of content. There is a ton of stuff in it, literally dozens and dozens of skills and tools that you can do. It's a pretty fun environment as well. And in the end, we will help you minimize worry. You'll understand it better than ever. You'll understand the questions you need to be asking to fix it. You'll know how to get in your high brain to fix it instead of staying down in your fight or flight brain. So much stuff. And most importantly, every little piece of this stuff that we teach you, all of the tools, all of the ideas are going to actually help you not just minimize the worry, but maximize the life and to get engaged in your life. It's one of the coolest things ever. So I'm excited that you're going to be a part of it. Now all you got to do is just follow the links below and start learning everything you can on the page below.